Hey, hello everyone. I trust God that we are all doing good to the glory of His name. You know, the people of the old said, oh, if it has not been the Lord who has been on our side, they had an understanding, the knowledge of God that was available. You can't blame them. Then that was the knowledge of God that was available in their own time. They knew that God was always by their side. But we have come to that age where God is not by our side. The Bible says, in Him we live, in Him we move, in Him we have our being. We are always with Him. He's not just by our side. We are always with Him 24/7. We are living our existence come from Him. Our life, the life we have, we pull that life from Him. You get the point? Yeah. So we have come to that age where the knowledge of God is everywhere by the mercies of God. So if a man is not growing in the knowledge of God, that man has just made up his mind to not to grow in the knowledge of God. Because at this age, the knowledge of God is made available everywhere. So when you see people who are not growing in the knowledge of God, they have deliberately desire it not to grow in the knowledge of God. Like the Bible says, it shall come to pass, the word of the Lord shall cover the earth as the water covereth the sea. Just the way you see the sea, you see the water all over the sea. You can't see the end of it. You can't see the end of it. That is the way you can't see the end of the knowledge of God on this earth. It's everywhere. So if you are not growing, that means you have made up your mind not to grow in the knowledge of God. If you are still having confusion here and there, it's because you have made up your mind not to grow, or not to sit down to be taught, or not to sit down for discipleship. Because when you sit down for discipleship, it takes away all your questions, because your questions will be answered. You know, Brother Paul said, we know in part. We are not part of that part Brother Paul was talking about. No. You and I, we are not part of that part Brother Paul was talking about. It was not a futuristic statement he was making. No, it was not a futuristic statement Brother Paul was making. Brother Paul said, we know in part. We are not part of that part Brother Paul was talking about. We are in that area, we are in that age where we know all of God. That is the truth. We have come to that height, we have come to that age where God has brought Himself to man. That is the area where we are into. So don't limit yourself that the Bible says we know in part. No, you are not part of that part. It was not a futuristic statement. That was not for you and I. So because we must understand things that are in the Bible for our consumption, and things that are in the Bible not for our consumption but for our learning. Because the Bible says things that were written aforetime, they were written for our learning. So when Brother Paul said we know in part, you and I, we are not part of that part he was talking about. We are in the part where we know the whole counsel. We know all of God. So don't limit yourself. You can prophesy the will of God, which is teaching. You can teach the will of God. You can prophesy the will of God. We know all of God, not in part. Hallelujah. So if you are still in that area where you are still a lot of questions, yeah, it's good to have questions here and there, but you have to grow. You have to grow up so that those questions can be handled, can be taken care of. Hallelujah. Those questions can be taken care of. I just thank God that we are enjoying the best of Him. We enjoy the best of Him. God has revealed Himself to us. We have come to that age where God has brought Himself to us. How do we know? By salvation. For God so loved the world that He gave. That gave is the coming. That whosoever believe, that belief is not just to confess, oh, I believe in Jesus. He died. and resurrected the third day for my sins. No, that's not that belief. It's good to confess that, yeah, Jesus Christ died for me to set me free, to save my life. Yeah, it's good to confess that. But the Bible says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe, that belief, if not, it's not just I believe. No, sir. That belief is a belief that comes. What produced that belief is knowledge. The knowledge of the Son of God, the knowledge of God giving us Jesus. So when you understand the knowledge inside of the giving of the Son of God to man, it forms your belief. So what gives birth to your belief system is the knowledge of God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I love Jesus, man. Oh, I love the knowledge of God. It keeps flowing. What I'm saying, what gives birth to your belief is the knowledge of God that you have. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe, pistio in the Greek, pistio. So that belief comes by knowledge. It doesn't just come by confession. It comes by knowledge. You sat down and you were taught the reason Jesus Christ came into the earth, the reason of the love of God to man. It forms your belief. It gives birth. That knowledge gives birth to your belief. Oh, Jesus. At times these things, not at times. These things are always sweet. Oh, God bless you. God bless you.